everybody. I want to welcome Sandy back today for another wonderful session. I hope everyone got their crazy Letty in the attic put away after the last lesson that she did with us. Just as a reminder, Sandy is a 20-year professional who has over 10 years in corporate education, training over 700 stylists with techniques and industry trends. She's certified health and mindset coach and a meditation guide. She's with us today again to complete our, well, actually, what is this? The fourth session. The fourth session. She's going to take it from here. Welcome back, Sandy.
Hi everybody, how are you? I am going to share my screen and then I'm also going to share my sound today. So give me a quick second. Okay. Yay! All right, you guys. This has been such an amazing session so far. I am hoping that you are enjoying every bit of part of it. I'm just curious to hear from you guys if anybody started the journal prompts or are in the middle of their 10-day challenge of it. So tell me in the chat where you're at with that. I'd love to hear. I'd love to know more. Anyone doing the journals? Maybe some of you. Let's see. Okay, here comes me doing it probably 4 to 5. Okay, little by little, people are doing the journal prompts. Okay, if you have not started the journal prompts, it's totally okay. It was just something that will be a wonderful tool to help you with your mindfulness, your mental well-being, your mental fitness. I have them printed, all intentions to try. Totally okay. Have grace with yourself. And then the next thing that you can think about if you haven't started and you really want to, think about where, going back to your priorities, right? Your values. If any of you guys had health as a priority of your life or something that you really want to focus on, mental health is in that bucket. So remember, look back at your priorities. This is a beautiful example of how these sessions are meant to compound over one another to really get you in a framework that's going to help you to see sustainable results, right? Okay, so today is all going to be about meditation. And last week when we left off, I talked to you a little bit about like how meditation benefits or impacts the way you feel, even down to how you look and your beauty, right? So let's explore a little bit more. And I always love to start off with a quote or just an idea, a thought for you to just marinate on. Meditation is a practice. And what I mean by that, it's one of those things where you're not just going to wake up one day and be good at it. Meditation, to me, is something that I had to be taught. I had to have a coach, I had to have a mentor who sat down with me and taught me how to meditate. It's not natural to modern day humans to meditate. So don't worry if you're like, okay, I've never meditated before, or I'm kind of intimidated by it. Meditation is one of those things that's just like playing the piano. If you don't know how to play the piano, you get a piano teacher. You get someone to teach you. You go take lessons, right? If you decide tomorrow you want to run the Chicago Marathon, well, you got to train for that and you got to get a trainer to help you train for that. And meditation is the same way. Out the gate, you may not be able to do a 15 meditation on your own, but maybe 2 minutes and you can work your way up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple minutes to start by just introducing meditation. For some of you guys, you might be seasoned meditators. A lot of you may already have an established practice, so this will just be review for you. But if you're new to it, you're going to really take a lot from it. Then we're going to go through a 20-minute meditation. So at that point, you're going to have I'm going to give you a minute to grab your headphones, grab a blanket, whatever it is that's going to make you feel more comfortable. And then after the meditation, we're going to take a couple minutes to chat. Okay. So let's start off with a couple meditation tips. And these tips aren't just going to be about today. They are just meditation tips in general that you can apply to your everyday life. All right. So my tip number one is to meditate at a time of the day where you are your most energized. I always I always get this from people, especially some of you guys have DM'd me. Like, I know I need to meditate. I know it's going to be better for me. I just can't seem to find the time in the morning. And at night, I get too sleepy. And I totally get it. You may not be an efficient meditator in the morning, first thing, and you wake up. I'm not. I have a mindful morning, but my mindful in the morning looks like journaling. It doesn't necessarily look like I'm sitting down to do a meditation because I got kids and I got to get them ready for school. Right. And if you're anything like me, the second you're like in a relaxed state at the end of the day, you just pass out, or you just can't bring yourself to really get into a meditative state. So meditation is something you do when you're at your most energized of the day. For me, it's right after lunch. Because right after lunch, I seem to find the time to just kind of be alone. I mean, I work from home, but even when I was working in a corporate office, there was at least this like 15-minute window. Even if I was sitting at my desk on the computer having my lunch, I would take 15 minutes to just shut it down. So that works for me. If you are like, okay, I'm struggling to find time to meditate in my day, then do it before you Netflix and chill. All right. Do it at a time where you know you're just going to be able to get it done. It may even take you scheduling it in your calendar. I know it sounds crazy, but all I'm asking for is 5 to 15 minutes. 5 minutes makes a huge difference a day. 5 minutes of quieting your mind, of turning off that radio of all of your favorite songs playing at the same time. The 5 minutes will just help you so much with your brain development and your mental fitness. The goal is to work up to 15 minutes a day of meditation or a meditative practice. And we'll talk a little bit about what those can look like. But I'm asking you in your beginning states, start with 2 minutes. And then every week add another minute. Or if you feel like 2 minutes was nothing, then go to 5 and then increment in 5, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. Don't be shocked if you feel like a great meditation is like 25 minutes. Like for me, I'm at a place where like if I can meditate for 25 minutes, I'm like in my happy place. It could happen, I promise you. Meditation is not just sitting down in a mudra on a cushion, like oming away. It doesn't have to just be that. It could be any activity that allows your mind to just quiet down, and even if your body is in charge. So I've heard from a lot of people that running is a really great meditation for them. For me, it's not. I'm not a runner. I like to run, but running takes a lot of energy from me, and I don't find like I get in a meditative state in a running, but some people do. Meditation can be a movement meditation. I've actually done a lot of embodiment and movement meditations before that have had quite a significant impact on my mental health. And a lot of that is because a lot of your energies that you pent up, that you repress or you suppress, get stored in your nervous system and can be found in your body. So like, for example, I do this exercise with my clients where we find where shame lives in their body. And for some people it lives in their stomach, some people it lives in their throat. And we actually move through the nervous system, and that meditative state is really, really impactful. Meditation can be walking when you get in the zone, and this like zone where your mind literally shuts down and you're just in your body. That could be meditation. Or meditation could even just be breath work, where your single pointed focus is on your breath and how your breath is moving in and out of your body. Those are forms of meditation. So even if you have 2 minutes to just shut your eyes and just notice how your breath is moving in and out of your body while you're at your desk or while you're in between clients, that can be meditation. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It doesn't have to be this thing where like I need to like devote time to it. I say if you're that person who makes all the excuses of why you can't meditate, then yes, you need to devote time for it. But if you're somebody who who knows that you can get in this rhythm of a good practice, then just make it happen any way that you can. Okay. The most beneficial meditations are where your back is straight. So again, you do not need to be sitting straight up. You can be laying down with your back straight. Maybe your head is just a little elevated. Or if you're in a chair, always have like a lumbar pillow where I can just lean back into my chair like this, as long as I don't kick my cat off the back. You can lean back into the chair and your back still being straight and supported. If you enjoy sitting and meditating, if there's any seasoned meditators up there, you can even sit up against a wall. When I sit, I have to sit up against a wall. Like, it's just the way I do it. And then there are people who just don't need a wall. They're just sitting straight up. And I'm just like, more power to you. Like, that's amazing. But your goal is to keep your back straight. And like I said, you'll experience more energy in your body when you're seated. So here's the thing, what I mean by energy in your body, because you may experience a couple different things when you're meditating. Whatever you experience, it's right. Let's just start with that. There have been a lot of people who I've guided in meditations who have felt like parts of their body like literally buzzing, and like it doesn't feel like your body fell asleep or like your foot falls asleep, but like you have this electricity like buzzing in your body. That is great. That is like forming energy in your body. That's a really good feeling to have. I've also noticed where people can start to see shapes and colors. Those are things that you want to notice. If you get those kinds of experiences and you want to talk about it with me, you can DM me, or we can find a way for you to email me, because I have some insight for you if you start to see a lot of colors and a lot of shapes. That is a form of energy. Some people may, and this doesn't happen often, but some people might have like a little bit of like almost like this hypnotic type experience where they feel like they've kind of like gone to a different realm. And I say that because it's just, they just feel like a little like not hypnosis, but they can kind of get there. And then there are a lot of people who think they've fallen asleep. Like they're just so relaxed where they literally are zoned out. And to those people, this might happen to you today where you actually might fall asleep. But I will tell you this much. If at the end of the meditation, somebody is not like physically like pushing you to wake up, you didn't fall asleep. What we did is we slowed down your brain waves to a place where you're almost like in that sleep state, but you're not fully asleep. You're actually like right before, like when you're sleeping, there's like that REM, right? That rapid eye movement, that part where you're like in your deep sleep. It's like that stage right before deep sleep. And that's where you're in. When you get to that brain wave, that's actually where meditation is doing its magic, when you feel like you're kind of falling asleep. But if you hear my voice and you hear the cues of me kind of getting you and bringing you to at the end, you will receive every single thing that I had talked about in the meditation as if you were fully lucid. It's going to be amazing. So those are some things you may experience. All of it is right. Okay. The idea, and this is the goal, and this is the practice. It's just about quieting the mind. Okay. That is going to be the practice. And I want to talk a little bit about what meditation is not. Okay. I'm sorry, what meditation is. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about what meditation is not, because it might debunk some things that you might think when I talk about like what is quieting the mind. Okay. So here's what meditation is. Meditation is an over 7,000-year-old mindfulness practice. And this has been practiced in like so many cultures. It is ancient at this point. It is definitely an ancient practice. And its goal is to achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state. The more you practice meditation, the more you will achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state. Meditation is like a workout for the brain, as if you were working out your bicep or your abs, or if you were working out a muscle. Meditation does that for the brain. So include this in under that health bucket, okay? Its goal is to quiet the mind. Meditation is multidisciplinary. So what that means is you're going to hear there's so many different forms of meditation. Like there's so many different forms of yoga. If you're a yoga, if you practice yoga, like, you know, when you practice yoga, you have vinyasa, you have hatha, you have yin, you have yoga nidra, you have all these different modalities. You'll see that in the meditation world too, if you ever get into it. There's walking yoga, there's called Tonglen yoga, there's Tonglen meditation, there's visualization meditation, which is what we're going to do today because it's the easiest to work with. But there's so many disciplines. There's movement meditations, embodiment meditations, all these things. The reason why meditation is such a pivotal part of my Beauty Flow coaching program is, well, obviously for the one, it's to create an emotionally, mental, and calm state. The more we bring down cortisol levels, the more your body is able to provide nutrients and cell skin turnover to your skin and your hair and your nails, and you actually look healthier, okay? We also talked about last week how the more you meditate, the longer the caps of the chromosomes in your skin cells, they call the telomeres, they actually grow, right? But the other thing that it does is it actually helps to heal the body 4 times faster than anyone who doesn't meditate. So if you have any sort of skin condition, any sort of skin obstacle, any sort of skin ailment, diagnoses, whatever that is in the skin, and quite frankly, in any sort of, it doesn't have to be in the skin, it can be any part of the body. There have been people who've healed their back injuries through meditation. Utilizing a visualization meditation, people are able to heal their bodies 4 times faster than people who don't meditate. Lastly, meditation is a stress relief technique. Like, give me an amen if you need stress relief in your life. Like, if you don't, you're lying, because I know you do. I know you do, right? You're like, yes, me, amen, yes, me, yes, seriously. We all need a little bit of that. And so this is going to be your ability to practice. So this is what meditation is not, okay? Meditation is not about thinking nothing. So when I say quiet your mind, the idea is not to like totally like get your mind like silent. That's not the whole idea. The idea is to just stop having what they call like monkey mind thinking, like this thinking that like jumps around in all these different areas. You know how we monkey mind all day long. Some of you are going to start monkey minding, and it's okay. Okay, be gracious with yourself. Okay, and what I mean by that is like we'll be in the meditation, and all of a sudden your to-do list will pop up. And then all of a sudden something that is in your emails is going to pop up in your mind, or something with your kids is going to pop up. Something like that is going to happen. And the idea is to train yourself to notice the thought and then recognize that it needs to just be put away for just this moment, because I promise you it will be there when you are done with the meditation. Some of you are going to feel so clear thinking that you're going to want to start to get creative. And the idea is to notice it, recognize it, and put it away until the end of the meditation. So you're going to hear me say something like, you know, it's okay if your mind starts to wander. Notice it and maybe put it in like a little cloud and watch the cloud float away from you and come back to your meditation. So it's not about thinking nothing. That's virtually impossible. You cannot not think anything. You're a human. So don't think that that's what meditation is. Meditation is not a spiritual or religious practice, okay? It has nothing to do with that. I hear this a lot, like if I'm Christian and I meditate, am I practicing a different belief? No. Meditation is about peace of mind, and that is a human thing. It's not a religious thing. It's a human thing to have peace of mind. It's a human right to have peace of mind, okay? Meditation is not time consuming. Again, 2 minutes, that's great. We just say 15 minutes because research shows somebody who meditates 15 minutes a day has a greater chance of strengthening the muscle of the brain, but also having more emotional resilience and self-awareness. And they tend to have less, they tend to respond to stress in a more positive way that doesn't activate that sympathetic nervous system. Meditation is not strict. If you have an itch it. I always hear people like, my nose is itching. Can I itch it? Yes, itch it. There's nothing strict about meditation. So don't feel like you're doing something wrong. You're never not doing something wrong. You could be doing things to be more energetic, but you're not ever doing something wrong. Meditation is not a selfish act. Okay. I always hear, like, especially from moms, like, I just feel so guilty meditating. Like, I just, I need to be with my kids, or I need to be doing something. I hear mostly moms tell me that they're guilty by meditating. And the reason why I say it's not a selfish act is because if you can show up as a mom or as a partner or as a person that is more clear-minded, less stressed, emotionally available, emotionally resilient, more logical, think about what kind of mom you show up being. So don't just meditate for you, you're meditating for your family. Every single one of my clients after their program with me every single one of them has talked about how all of their relationships have improved within their family, with their partners, with their children, with their friends, because they were able to be more of an observer of situations versus like emotionally attached to situations. And that was because of meditation. Meditation isn't running away from reality. It's helping you deal with reality. Just know that. And meditation itself isn't going to be a problem solver to everything in the world, but it's going to help you solve your problems in a clear-minded way. All right. I hope that was helpful. Above all, what I always help my clients do is connect back to their breath. Your breath is your life force. Your breath is going to hold a lot of truth. We're going to be breathing today. And one of the things that I always like to do when I'm first teaching a meditation class is actually teach how to properly breathe, because I was not aware that I was breathing wrong until I was properly taught. And it's going to blow your mind today, unless you've been through a yoga session and you know what diaphragmatic breathing is. If this is new to you, you're literally gonna blow your mind to know that you were not breathing correctly. So I'm gonna do a quick tutorial on how to breathe correctly. And then we are going to get right into the meditation. I'm so excited. Okay, so what we're going to practice today is diaphragmatic breathing. If anybody on here is expecting, pregnant, all that stuff, you can do diaphragmatic breathing. Not every form of breath work is proper for someone who's expecting, but this is a very easy, soft one, so you can totally do it if you're expecting. So at this point, I want everyone to put one hand on their belly and another hand like on their chest. Okay, it doesn't matter what hand, whatever you want. Diaphragmatic breathing is the breath that we are born with. When we're born, this is the way we breathe. When you see babies laying down, you can, if you ever notice that their bellies balloon up, right? And as we age and as our body structure tends to grow, we start to become more shallow in breathing. So right now I want you guys to just breathe normally. So just breathe and just see what part of which hand rises more than the other. Is it your chest where you can feel your breath going into, or do you feel it in your belly? Do you feel any breath in your belly? Just feel. Okay. If I were guessing, if I were a betting woman, I would guess that most of you feel the breath in your chest. Okay. Like you feel more of that breathing, like at least it's more like energetic right in your chest than it is in your belly. So that is called shallow breathing. Breathing into your chest actually it tells your body that you're not quite safe. And your brain actually might feel like it needs to be on high alert, okay? Because you're breathing into this chest, which isn't actually getting to the diaphragm. It isn't getting to the lungs. It's like stopping right before it gets there. So if you actually are a really heavy chest breather, you might actually feel a lot of shoulder and back pain because you're holding a lot of energy right up in there. So I'm going to teach you how to actually breathe a little properly. It's easier if you lay down. So if you're laying down, or if you want to lay down, you can go ahead. If not, no problem. When you inhale, you're going to inhale through the nose, but I want you to inhale all the way down into your belly. And I want, with your hand, you to feel your belly expand. So you're going to first like inhale, expand your belly. And then as you inhale, you're going to expand your chest. So you're almost going to like pretend like you have your mouth open and I'm filling your mouth open with a jug of water. Your belly is going to fill up first, and then the middle of the body, and then your chest fills up. So I want you to breathe in that way. It takes a little bit of effort, right? Now I want you to exhale with your chest going down first and your belly contracting last. So try that again. So inhale, belly goes out first. Then your chest goes out. Now exhale, chest goes in, belly goes in. Let's try it again one more time. Inhale through your nose, belly goes out, chest goes out, and then exhale through your mouth, chest goes down first, then the belly. That's called diaphragmatic breathing. And for some of you, it may have been a little bit stressful, okay? But that is how you properly breathe as a human. We do that when we're sleeping. You ever notice someone sleeping, their belly is going to expand in their chest, then their chest contracts, and then their belly contracts. How many of you guys just got your mind blown? How many? Tell me. How many of you felt like, okay, I was breathing wrong? Was anybody breathing wrong? Everybody's breathing right. Okay. All right. I was breathing wrong. Thanks, Jody. Yep. Yeah. It's okay if you don't want to answer. I totally get it, but this is such an eye-opening experience. Breathing wrong, yeah, for sure. And when you start to notice how you breathe, you start to feel a little bit more of a relaxed state. So if you're ever feeling super stressed, or if you have a romance with anxiety, this type of breathing will help to pull you back to reason, because you're telling your body you're safe. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my sound as well. And we are going to start to meditate. So take the time to find your seated position. Take the time to find your laying down position. We are going to get into the meditation. It will be about 22 minutes. Okay. Take the time to put on your headphones. Take the time to grab a blanket if you need a blanket. Okay. And I am going to play my music. If the music is too quiet, turn up your volume, okay? If the music is too loud, you can turn it down on your own. Just because we have so many different sound variations going on, I want to make sure that we all have the ability to change our own sound, okay? So right now, I invite you to go ahead and get into your most relaxed position. And fidget out any sort of fidgets that you feel in your body. Take a moment to relax your head, closing the eyes. finding a slight separation in your teeth. Unclenching the jaw. Relaxing the shoulders. Softening the arms and the hands. Creating a softness in your spine. A softness in your chest. Relaxed belly. Ease in the hips. Unclenching the thighs. Relaxing the knees. Ease in the ankles, feet, and toes. And let's all together take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. One more again, deep inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. And on your own, take 2 more breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just breathe. And if your mind begins to wander, that is perfectly okay. Notice the thought, put it in a cloud, and send it away. All of your to-do lists, your emails will be there when you get back. This is your time. Breathe. On your next exhale, imagine that there is a blue light that is glowing above your head. The light is soft. The light is cool. The light is relaxing. And on the next exhale, imagine that light begin to enter the top of your head. And allow it to start to fill up the crown of the head with this relaxing, loving, warm light. This blue, beautiful light. And slowly allow it to now fill up behind your eyes, going down in a soft, dripping manner. Breathe. And allow this light, this beautiful, warm, blue, healing light to slowly make its way down to the tip of the ears, the bridge of the nose, the back of the head. Slowly allow it to hit your cheeks. Breathe. And as you breathe, sense this blue light starting to warm up and come down into your mouth, filling up the back of the throat, your teeth, your jaw, into the chin, the base of the head. And take a moment to feel this light healing everything in your head. Breathe. Stay with the breath. Stay with the light. Now allowing that light to start to ooze so beautifully into the neck, into the throat, continuing to fill your body with healing light. Can you sense this light hitting the tops of your shoulders, your upper back, and chest? Sit in this for 1 minute and allow it to heal any discomfort. Breathe. Stay with the light, stay with the breath. And allow that light to now flush through the arms, slowly healing down to the elbows, into the wrists, the pinky fingers, the ring fingers, the middle fingers, the pointer fingers, the thumbs. Going back up into the chest. Begin to feel this light starting to push into your ribs, into the middle of your spine and back. Allow this light to slowly pull down, creating a healing, loving sensation, softness. Breathe. Now bring that light into the belly, into the bottom of your back, your spine, into your sacrum, just below your belly button. And feel the soft, healing, loving light. As it takes away discomfort, any dis-ease, and leaves you with nothing but love. Breathe. Pull that light into the hips, down the thighs, seeping into the knees, into the shins, into the ankles, settling into the feet and toes. Your entire body is filled with this gorgeous, sparkling blue light. Take the next few minutes to feel the healing energy and sit in it. Stay with the light, stay with the breath. Breathe. Stay with the light. Stay with the breath. Breathe. And on the next exhale, allow that light to expand past your body. Every exhale, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Feel the true essence in that light. Feel relaxation and peace. Stay with the light. Stay with the breath. And on your next exhale, start to draw that light back into your heart. Slowly drawing it all back to the center of your heart. Bringing it all in from your toes to your head to your fingers. Drawing it all back into the center of the heart. Take a moment to give your body gratitude for its healing energy, its loving energy. And let's seal in that energy all together with a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more time, take a deep inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you are ready, begin to return to your natural breath. Begin to wiggle your toes. Begin to wiggle your fingers. Dropping your chin to your chest. And when you are ready, at your own pace, you may open your eyes at your own pace. Okay. Whew, there was a lot of great energy there, guys. I'm going to give you all a moment to just sort of come to. Start to just open your eyes, relax yourselves. give you a moment to just settle in. And I usually like to ask people to share how they're feeling. And I know that right now it's, on chat, it might be a little cumbersome, especially when you're coming back from a meditation like that. But if anybody wants to share in the chat how they feel right now, I would love to hear from you. Love to just see, feeling relaxed. Okay. Did anyone feel like tingly and energy, calm? Okay, good, more relaxed. Okay, good, that's great. If anything came up for you, oh, calm and energy, yeah, calm. Good, 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 good. I always encourage my clients to journal afterwards, clear. Those are the goals, right? To feel clear. Journal anything you feel. I always feel like journaling after meditation is really great because it gives you good insight into where your body is, your mind is, your heart. Good. Yay. Okay. I'm really happy. That is probably, that was 20 minutes of meditating. For those of you who felt like it went by like this, you can see how quick it can go by. That is as long as like seasoned meditators go. They get a good meditation from 20 minutes. So meditation is something that is a simple practice that I hope today encourages you to explore more. I'm always guiding meditations. So I do them one-on-one. If you ever want to explore more, you can DM me. We can always explore that together too. But this is just the tip of the transformation iceberg, right? You got a great taste of what it's like to be in a session with me. You know what education is like. You get to understand practice and accountability. But I have to tell you, meditation is going to be the gateway to your transformation. Because the more you can work out the mind, the easier it's going to be for you to practice and to keep yourself accountable. Meditation is the gateway. Okay. Next session, we begin our 2-part series for opting for better choices. We're going to talk all about nutrition, the gut microbiome, and how it impacts beauty and skin and well-being. I'm so excited. The session after that is when we're going to talk about how to bring all of these modalities and everything that we've talked about into real life and how you can incorporate it throughout your workday, but also if you work in a salon, what that would look like for you. Okay. As always, please, 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 please connect with me. I'm so happy for those of you who've reached out via Instagram. Not everyone does Facebook, so most of you guys have been reaching out to me on Instagram. With any questions, anything, if you got something from this meditation, I really want to hear about it. I want to be there to support you and answer any of your questions that you may have. We do have about 6 more minutes, so I want to open this up to anybody who wants to share anything or have any questions about meditation. Or anything that you've heard so far in any of the sessions, throw it in the chat, and I'm like so happy right now to answer anything that has been on your mind. Or if you want to share with me anything that has been a win or success for you, or how you've liked the sessions. I'm kind of all over here on my own little island, so I don't get a lot of insight to see how it's been helping you. I felt a little lightheaded when I was meditating. Okay, that is very common, Stephanie. It's okay. Drink a lot of water today. I promise you, it's fine. The lightheadedness, it's because you were breathing, right? You were allowing your breath to come into your body, and sometimes your body doesn't know what to do, and it's got so much life force behind it. So drink a lot of water and eat a lot of nourishing foods today. So I would stay away from a lot of brown foods, okay? Okay, I keep seeing red. Red is interesting. So red connects a lot to your heart and love. So when people see a lot of red, there is something that is telling you that like there's a topic around love that you have on your mind sometimes. I don't know if that's true or not for you, Vanessa. Um, but that's always great to have data. A lot of people see purple. I'm curious if anybody saw purple. I know that we were working with a blue light. Blue is the most calming and relaxing light, and that's why I work with that. Breathing very heavy through my cardio workouts helps me makes me feel very, very good. Okay, great. Breathing heavy through my cardio workouts. Yeah, yes, purple. That ended up having yellow pops. That is so normal. Yeah, purple is usually what I tend to see, and you'll see yellow because purple and yellow are complementary colors, so they tend to bring each other out. Um, Very cool. Yeah, I like that. Purple is a common color too. I was just curious. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions or have any sort of insight on how the sessions have been working for them or what's been like their number one takeaway? Oh, I saw blue the entire time. That's great. Blue is good. Blue, purple, green, those are really calming. I'm really enjoying the sessions. They're making me think a lot about my priorities. That is the goal, Amy. Come on, girl. Yes. Know your priorities. Don't get caught up in being a human doing, be a human being. Know what is going to make you tick as a human being. Anything else before I hand it back over to Heather? No? Okay. All right. Heather, it's all yours. How are you feeling?
I feel so good. I am so thankful to you, Sandy, for this awesome session. This is the first full meditation that we've done with you, and I'm so excited about the future of the rest of these sessions. I can't thank you enough for being with us, and I love hearing that the people are enjoying it. You're fantastic. So thank you so much. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
guys. Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you. If you want to discuss more meditations, we've got one more left. I believe we're going to do 2 weeks of opting for better choices. Then we have a meditation then, and that meditation is going to be more specific to anxiety and feelings of unrest. So it's going to be more of it's going to be, again, another visualization, but it's going to really target those moments when you have you have intimate moments with anxiety. So I hope if any of you relate to that, please, please, please get on the last meditation, but right before we end the session. So that'd be great.
Great. Thank you, Sandy. Thanks, Gina. Thanks to Gino for letting us do this. But I'm so glad that we found Sandy to partner with, and she's brilliant. And yes, please go find her on social media and stay connected with all the other amazing things that she's doing. And then come back here next Monday for the next session, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.